Hello everyone, today we will see about a digital fluency module 1 and module 2, both parts, machine learning section. We will going to learn about its definition, types, examples, working and applications. Let's begin with the definition. Here definition we mainly have a three definitions. Okay, it depends which one you choose, and I will tell that you go through all the three definitions. First one is machine learning is shortly also called as ML. Machine learning is simple way of achieving artificial intelligence. It's a first one. Then comes a second one. Machine learning refers to the ability of machine to learn using a large data sets instead of a hard coded rules. This is the second one. And third one, machine learning is a specific subset of artificial intelligence that trains a machine how to learn. All these three are a machine learning definition. See, based on this definition, let's understand what the machine learning is. See, in a first definition, what it says, machine learning is a simple way of achieving artificial intelligence. It's simple as it says. See, what is artificial intelligence? Is artificial intelligence, broadly take it as a concept. See, you have some problem. For that, we inside our brain we imagine, okay, like this, we have to solve this problem. There is this concept, okay. To achieve that concept, okay, by only thinking, problem not solves. By only imagining, problem not solves. What we think it could be a solution, you have to implement, you have to make it reality. To make that the process that happens to reach the goal, to reach that concept, to reach artificial intelligence, the whole the process, the all the functioning part that happens is nothing but machine learning. See, in one more way, if we're going to say that, see, artificial intelligence is a broad science of mimicking human abilities. See, what machine learning do? Machine learning is a subset. Okay, it's a big set. Artificial intelligence. Its subset is machine learning. Machine learning, what to do? It trains the machine how to learn and how to perform its own way to achieve that artificial intelligence concept. If we are going to see about the third definition, what it refers to the ability of a machine to learn using a large data sets. It has to learn by itself instead of what data we gave. Instead of like huge written data or codes, whatever the data in any form it goes, instead of lot pattern, basic data what we give at that moment, work on it and process the data in such a way and work on it to reach the goal, to reach the output, to reach artificial intelligence. Let's see about the history. See, in history, what I'm saying is mainly what history is evaluated. It's not happened in a one day or a 2 day. It's begun somewhere in early days. Now it is also we are using. Still, it is also being studied and work is happening on it. In we here, what we going to see was who developed it, when it was mainly first it is. See, in the year of 1959, Arthur Samuel coined this word. We can also call it as Arthur Samuel is the father of machine learning. If question is like who developed, it's Arthur Samuel when it is coined in 1959. Arthur Samuel is an American IBM person. See, IBM company, you know that. And this word coining and the concept become a biggest that footprint or a biggest base or a foundation for computer gaming and artificial intelligence development. Let's see about the types. See, before going the types, a few concept I will cover here. See, generally, if there is a question like why we need a machine learning, obviously why we covered it in artificial intelligence. Why we need artificial intelligence or a digital fluency or emerging technology. Those same here, but one more addition for a machine learning is that we have a lot of a problem. Every problem cannot be solved by humans, and there are there are problems which need a multiple processes, and every problem cannot be solved by humans by hands. I have to solve each and every problem. It's not possible. If there is a huge problems, multiple problems, not possible by humans. So what we do, we will solve that problem. We have that ideology, we have the concept of artificial intelligence. To work that artificial intelligence, we have to do the machinery setup. That is very important. If we cannot do the machinery setup, we cannot build the systems, then how we going to implement the artificial intelligence? How we going to solve our real time problems? Yes, for that purpose machine learning is very important. Then comes here one more thing is, we are going to build a machine learning system. What it requires? It requires a few things. First, it needs a data. Data means if we give the data a lot of types, but it has to choose what data it needed. Whatever data we give, but it has to take a related data. For the problem related data, it has to fetch from the whole data. At least it need to have a data preparation capability. See, if there is a problem now, we have to solve that problem. First, we have to write a step by step. What is the problem? What we need? How we have to solve it? Okay, if this we try this method, we get this output. If not works this method, then we go to another method. When get the output and checks it. Like that, the process we write to solve that problem is nothing but an algorithm. See, these algorithms are also needed for machine learning development. And algorithm can be of basic level, means simple algorithm, simple steps, or advanced level, like a multi-level problem solving steps. Then comes the automation and iterative process. See, we developed a machine system, we give the output, it works on it and gives the output. It not stops there. It has to work multiple times. It has to work automatically every time. Humans cannot give the instruction to it. It has to work on it, give the output, repeat the work. It has to do automatically. Means it need to have a automation and iterative systems. Then comes a modeling. Modeling comes earlier also. Because if, for example, take it as we are developing an automatic car. We have an idea. After having the idea, I cannot go and build the car only. First what I do create a model. It can be a sketch model, or it can be an animated graphics model inside a computer, or like a demo car, dummy car, small cars that we build it and test it, like toy cars, we test it. It is working. The model is successful. Then we go for real processing. Let's see about the types. Machine learning has mainly two types, and we have further types also, but mainly what we consider is two types. Supervised, see here machine, they can also ask us what are the types of machine learning, or what are the types of machine learning algorithms. See, we have two types. One is supervised machine learning algorithms, or second one is unsupervised machine learning algorithms. Let's see about the first one, that is supervised machine learning algorithm. What it is? Supervised machine learning algorithms are the one that involve direct supervision of the operation. See, what it is? Direct supervision. See, for example, take a school exams. You already went to schools, college, wrote the exams. You know the concept of supervisor. They comes and observe how the whole exam is happening, how the staff is there, how student is there, how all the process is there. They supervise it, they observe it, that concept. If we build a machine system, how it is working, we have to observe it. There need to be a human or a observation system has to observe from data collection to processing and then output. It has to observe every process. If it is working on a certain method and I felt it is wrong, I can interrupt it and change it to another method. Like that means I am controlling it, I am observing it, I am supervising it. Then this system, then this machine learning becomes supervised machine learning. See, it is like a spoon feed version of a machine learning. Means we are telling machine to do this, to do this. Like whenever night happens, we on the lights. We do it manually. Whenever we need a fan, we on it. We need it to do manually. Like that. We give the input and we give the instruction how it works and we get the output it is. And how this process inside this supervised machine learning works, the all the work that happens inside this supervised is basically in two process. One is a classification and another one is a regression. Let's see classification. Classification is the process where incoming data is labeled based on a past samples and manually trains the algorithm to recognize certain types of object and categorize them accordingly. See, there is machine setup. We give the input to its data. Okay, data is not whatever we want, we give it, but machine is the one decide what data it need to take. Yes, for that first it collects the data, then it classifies the data based on a certain conditions. And how after classification, first classification what it do, it already worked somewhere on certain data, it checks whether the data is similar to that previous data, past data. Yes, then it categorizes, it gives a first preference to that data. What is the use of this classification? After classification it checks, it becomes very easy to check our machine to decide which data is very appropriate for my problem. It chooses that data, processes and gives the output, and output is very accurate. If it takes random data, works on it and gives the output, output is not perfect. To get a perfect output, it has to take a perfect data. That is nothing but a classification. In second one is a regression. Regression is also a kind of classification, but a little change happens here. See, let's see what classification regression is. Regression is the process of identifying the patterns and calculating the predictions of a continuous outcomes. See, after we do the classification of data, then we check what type patterns are there. Based on their patterns, we have to make their identity. We have to give that data and its identity. That identity is based on the pattern. And why we need is certain pattern of a data gives a certain output. Before giving the output for that, we have to choose the data. How you choose? We imagine that this data is going to give this type of output, means we are going to work on it, means we are doing the prediction. For that, it has to identify the pattern and predict that predictions. After, if we have a prediction, it becomes very easy to identify and to do the work and get the output. And this is supervised. And where we use supervised setup or machine learning used in many places. It can be in a price predictions, trend forecastings, retail commerce, stock marketing. See, in a business,